start all over again. That was good. Then we need to start over.
I'm gonna put myself in there. There we go. All
Hello.
right, there we
We are
go.
live.
There we go. Yay, Ricky Flux up again. All right, so yeah, I'm
Nah.
sorry, y'all. We're doing Meld Studio. We're doing Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Not supposed to say that live, but anyways, who gives a fuck? Because nobody's really paying me good money. We've been discussing Battlefield. Basically, Mitzi had seen the podcast for um, Enders and Ghost Gaming. I hadn't seen it yet, but I pretty much got the aspect of what's being discussed, what's not being discussed. I can already tell you what's already being discussed up there. Um, but what were you saying, Mitzi, about the podcast?
Well, first off, it was a great show. I just said, I mean, Anders is definitely not on the side where I was with Gamers Who Care in point of communication with the community, with developers, but in point of the game itself, he's straight on point with his arguments, I think, and I think the conversation overall was great. But the one sentence which stood out to me again, and that's one sentence I hear a lot of the last years. I think since Battlefield 5 launched is like, yeah, but they should have listened to the community. If they should have listened to the community, we wouldn't be here. And it's this one sentence that where I think like, I mean, who are you to say who's the community and who's not? Because there's always the one side which is very loud, and there's a big side which is not saying anything at all. So this is all data. And if you're a big game publisher, you're not only looking at who's tweeting what, who's the content creator, who's saying what, because there's also the other side. The other side is the people like content creators are bad because they're getting paid to say shit, which is also another random thing to say, I think, you know? And I think we have to look at information always critical and look where it's coming from, and know that every kind of information that comes out is a part of something bigger.
Hmm.
Um,
I'm a
I can't
content
hear
creator.
you.
They don't pay me, so I've been told you're a content creator. You're ruining the game. I'm like, am I? Am I really ruining the game with my little few hundred followers on Twitter and Twitch? It's like I don't. I mean, I feel like I have a voice in the community, but I think in the aspect of looking at the Battlefield community as a whole, there's just different opinions. There's just different ways of viewing the game. Some people view it as realistic, and some people view it as I'm just shooting the shit. You know, that's how you have to. At least that's the two main points I look at from Battlefield. Um, I mean, I guess I guess what we're looking for is in the next Battlefield to me is there needs to be some of the core play from like Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4, and maybe some of the immersiveness of Battlefield 1. Like I want to feel like I'm in a war at times, but not overly too much. But at the same time I feel like Battlefield 5 had some of the best movement. That's just my opinion over the last what 7, 8, 9, 10 years. So hola, gamers we care. Hola, ¿cómo estás? So, yeah, and the title is I already see is do or die. So, if Battlefield 6 or whatever the Battlefield is going to be called isn't done right, then I think honestly it's going to be the nail in the coffin. At least for me. I don't know. I mean, EA has what millions and billions of dollars, so we'll see. They could just probably not give two shits what happens to the franchise. I don't know. But I think looking at the Battlefield leaks, it's looking the what do you call it? The foundation is looking pretty good. So, and please do not
You know
discuss
what?
any Battlefield testing in here. You will be timed out, please. You have signed your NDA. Please respect your NDA and the rules. Please, thank you.
Right?
Um, Nobody can discuss that, so let's just keep it at that because I'm not trying to get banned from any platform or anything like that for discussing something that's in under an NDA. But what else did they discuss, Mitzi?
Well, in the end, they, like you said, they talked about the movement system, the vehicles, vehicle play, and the balance. I talked a little bit about the gameplay in general, and I think also like core features, and of course, battle royale. I mean, there is speculation that Warzone style, the battle royale game, will be coming, and I mean, if they do it, I hope they do it free to play, and possibly. I don't know. Did you like Firestorm? I like the Firestorm idea.
I enjoyed Firestorm at the beginning. Um, it had its pretty good at its moments, but then it just after like 2 months, it just died. There was nothing there. The mistake I think honestly they made was it was paid. There was a paid wall to play the BR. So
Exactly. The paywall needs to be gone.
and
I
in
think it could
my
bring a huge play influx to the
yeah,
core player
well
community if they do
hopefully
that.
from leaks or whatever they want to say that the Battle Royale is supposed to be free to play in the next coming game.
Hmm.
So hopefully that works because I honestly think the reason they didn't make Battlefield 5 Firestorm free, um, not so much for money's sake, but because they already had Apex out. Apex was EA's uh, what we call Golden Goose or something like that. So, and I
Hey,
don't
do
think
you
they
want to
want to.
let in the background run some Battlefield 4 videos for the good old days? Just let them run without sound or something in the background.
Okay, let's say.
It'd be nice to watch some stuff, whatever you find.
Okay, let's say. Ooh, we got some compilations. Let me mute this just in case. There we go. About a good 30 minutes. There's some awesome plays in here. It's coming in pretty clear too. Or do you want sound?
It's not. I don't even see it, a picture yet. I don't know. It's a delay or something. Takes a minute till I can see it, I guess.
Should be live.
Not yet on my screen. Maybe I need to
Um,
refresh it. Let me refresh it. Maybe oh yeah, now I see it.
now you see it? Yeah.
Oh,
Just a
nice.
bunch of
Okay.
compilation clips from Battlefield 4. Um, I guess
Nice.
Battlefield 4 was considered peak to some of the community. The debate has always been, was Battlefield 4 the peak or was it Battlefield 3? Um, a lot of people didn't like Battlefield 4 when it first came out because it was basically shit for like the first year and a half or two.
Battlefield 4.
Yeah.
It's interesting that you say that. So for me, I started playing Battlefield with Battlefield 3 when it came out. Before that, I played
Mm-hmm.
my very first shooter game that was Modern Warfare 2, and I switched then to Battlefield 3, and I looked never back to Warzone,
Mm-hmm.
to Call of Duty till Warzone, and I was so sure like I will never play Call of Duty again because I'm in love with Battlefield. I've never assumed that they will fuck up so badly from my perspective that I wouldn't touch that game for quite some time. Um, and for me, it's always about, do I enjoy playing a game or not? If I don't, I just don't play it. I don't make myself play a game I don't enjoy playing.
Say
Did
that
you
again.
ever?
Say that again. Say it again. I don't play a game I don't enjoy playing. Oh my god.
I don't make myself play a game I don't enjoy
And
playing
I
or
think
something. Yeah.
I think that's been the case for like the last two Battlefields. I think a lot of people have left the game because it was just like I'm just not enjoying it. And then some people like me, you're just toiling through it because it's all that's really left to play. I will go back to play Battlefield 4, Battlefield 1, Battlefield 5, just to switch it up. Um, but Battlefield 2042 is just, I don't know, man. I don't even consider it a Battlefield anymore. It was just bad for the first 2 years. I guess it's gotten better now, but I don't know.
It's so weird watching these clips and knowing like I spent so many hours. I think Battlefield 4 was the game I spent most hours. Oh, look at that. What a farming clip. I think Battlefield 4 is actually the game I spent most hours playing on it. I was at the very end, I think I was something like place 14 in the world of all Rush players. And you know what that means. That doesn't mean I was so good. That means I played a lot of hours in that game, in that mode. You know?
Mm-hmm. For me, it was holy shit! What the fuck just happened? Okay, that's a bug.
So funny.
Or that, or the cheating one. What the fuck? It's got to be a bug.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, for
sometimes
me
you could
it
play
was Battlefield.
C4
For
on
me, I
the.
really got into it with Battlefield 1 when I really got into multiplayer. Um, that was back in 2017.
Whoa.
Oh, I hit that backwards. Nice. Um, yeah, to me, Battlefield 1, guys, I don't know. It's just the history nerd. It really got me into it. I mean, Battlefield. I always tell people, really, Battlefield 3 got me into it. Battlefield 3 really got me into it at first because all I really did was play the campaign. I really didn't have time for multiplayer. Um,
Yeah.
I was working 50, 60 hours a week, so I really didn't have time to do online multiplayer, and I didn't have a lot of friends that played Battlefield online multiplayer. Um, there was other games we played multiplayer, but not Battlefield. But once I got into the community, once I discovered Twitch and what Twitch was all about, it really got interesting. So that's how I really began to know the community, and I began to learn different things. People began to show me different things and how things worked. Like, hey, why is your field of view so low? And I go, what's the field of view? You know, I didn't know what that
What are you
was.
talking about?
Like, huh? Like, yeah, like you're moving slow. And I was like, turn it up a little bit. And I go, oh, that's what that does. You know. Um, I was playing on a almost a 40-inch TV. I didn't even have a monitors like I have monitors now. Like now I'm down to a 27-inch monitor, which is good for my peripheral vision because apparently somebody discovered that my eyesight wasn't that good with a TV. They were like, "You seem like the type of person that would just do better with a smaller screen," and it did. I get, but just different things you learn in the community. So, but like I said, what, how is Dice supposed to listen to the community when there's just like so many different opinions, and we see
Just
this just not
yeah.
just on like Twitter and Discord and Reddit. I can't stand Reddit opinions. I'm sorry. Um, Reddit's just toxic.
Honestly, honestly, yeah, but honestly, it's I don't think it's that difficult anymore. It's all data. If you're looking, I just can tell you how it is from marketing perspective. From marketing perspective, what do you do? Especially with being EA, who's being EA, which is a multi-billion-dollar company. There are tools, and they can afford it, where you basically just run AI through data and data and data, and then you're figuring out opinions, and you can ask them anything you would like to know and how your community feels on things. And of
Mm-hmm.
course, there's a gray area of data you can't see, you can't feel, you can't hear. But in general, I'm pretty sure they're good. They know what the part of community wants that they have the data from. Um, the rest they don't. And then there's the other part. They are the stakeholders, of course, and they need to please them as well. And here's the thing: I think the
Oh, Joe
main
Tato,
issue.
I just saw you on YouTube. What's up, dude? Um,
What are you doing?
I saw Joe Tato's on my YouTube. I just saw him like just barely 2 seconds.
Oh, nice. How you
Um,
doing, Joe?
hey Joe. So go ahead, Mitzi. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but to finish that quick, like I think if Dice or EA may They simplify basically the gameplay just to appeal in the end to a broader audience. They really be risking to lose a hardcore player base by doing so. And that's the only concern I have right now, because we saw the gameplay so far, we saw the footage, and what we saw in there was a lot better than, and a lot more also than which we saw in Battlefield 2042.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it was
If you think
definitely
about it, we
it's
didn't see anything before of the launch of the game, really, or the what was it, the beta version, which was an alpha version, which was cringy if you think about it, what they released then.
yeah. So the rumor was is that 2042 was actually just uh, a quick fuck up of a BR that was redone or something, or I don't know. It was the maps were so huge, 128 players. Um, it was just like, and then you just looked at it and you were like, yeah, I think this might have been a BR map. Like the way it was just set up, just it was just awful. Um, there was nothing. What's the words? There was nothing aesthetic
It was a
about the
quick fix.
maps.
It was a quick fix.
Yeah, it was a quick fix.
It
There
was a
was
quick.
like,
Yeah.
there was like, it was like some of the most cleanest war maps you can ever look at. It's like, what in the world? Like, this isn't a war map. It's just, it looks like a tennis court over here. It's just clean. It's just, it didn't feel like that grimy war feeling, like when you're in war and you see smoke and you're breathing hard and you see fire and and sorrow. It's this, you want that feeling of war in a video game like that, not totally so realistic, but you do want
Also,
that vibe.
also when I think about it, if you look at, I can't stop looking at the footage. Also, that's the other thing. With Battlefield, I could stop for hours Battlefield footage, and it's like, oh yeah, I saw that 100 million times, but I would watch it another 100 million times and just look like this, like these shots. So much
Hmm.
fun. Um. Anyways, I lost my thought. um.
That's what we'll go back over and edit these clips. That's
Yeah,
why it's
right. I
alive.
lost my thought. It's so sad. It's. My God,
But
I lost my fucking thought. But
yeah, these are clips we could look at all day long. Between this and I could probably look at clips from Battlefield 1, Battlefield 3, um, Battlefield 2042. Not so much, man. Like I've we I'm with the crew with we call it Team Zook, and we try to
yeah,
do a
but
lot of trick shots
do you?
and. Hmm?
Sorry, back to the question. Do you want to have a battle royale or not? Is that even a question for you?
To me, it doesn't matter. I've never really been into battle royales. Really haven't
Hmm.
been into battle royales since PUBG. Like PUBG was my experience of battle royales. I don't like. We played Warzone together. It's like it's all right. It's fun, kicking the shit. Talking shit to people over the intercoms and you know, telling people that you suck. Yeah, you suck too. And like I just never. I mean, I would try it. I would try it if they did have a BR. I would definitely try it. I missed the campaign. I missed playing stories of Battlefield. Battlefield 3 story was just amazing to me. That's what really got me into it. Um, but yeah, Battle Royale. I would try if it's good. I would probably play it occasionally. Especially if it's like free to play and you're gonna have a bunch of players up there. I don't think like I've seen some people tell me in the last few weeks if there's a BR, it's gonna ruin the multiplayer. I don't think it's gonna do that. It didn't do that for Call of Duty. It's not gonna do that for Battlefield because you have people in Battlefield that are just gonna play multiplayer no matter what. So I don't think it's gonna affect that. I think you're just gonna bring in new players who want to play uh, the battle royale mode like from Call of Duty area or Apex or PUBG or whatever you prefer to play.
Exactly. The battle royale mode would just be an entry point, but they shouldn't underestimate and this time put enough effort into it.
Yeah, hopefully they learned from their mistakes and they learned from like you said all the marketing tools Let's see. Joe says BR is one of those things that could bring new players that are into the net mode. Yep. See, Joe's already thinking on the same path. So I'm thinking in terms of like you said, Missy, like as far as marketing, like you don't want to just bring the same players over and over. You do want to bring in new attention. You do want new player retention. That's just a fact. It doesn't matter if you've been playing Battlefield since 1942, and they got to bring in new players. Or as what we call the Battlefield veterans. Like I've never called myself a Battlefield veteran, as long as I've been playing. I know I've been playing since Battlefield 3, but I don't consider myself a veteran. I'm just a guy who plays video games after work for about 2 or 3 hours, and I'm good. Um,
It's funny that you say that. The other day, somebody asked me that as well, and I was like, that makes me sound so old. But yes, I am.
Yeah, it makes it sound like you're a war hero and you got to wear like a Vietnam,
Yeah,
like I was in Vietnam, back in the day.
right?
Charlie was hiding in the woods. I'm a Battlefield veteran, Charlie was everywhere, like
I am Johnny. What do you mean?
yeah, I am Charlie, What's up,
I am
zombie?
Johnny.
Uh, I didn't really enter
Sounds like
Battlefield until
overpromised,
BF5.
underdelivered.
Yeah, so
Dude, man.
I do look old with my gray, but I got that salt and pepper young look. Leave me alone, zombie. Um, but yeah,
Hey,
I just
no
don't
jolly.
like that's just it's just like that part of the community is just so funny. Like they're so committed over this is how we should do things. You shouldn't change the game, and it's just like, well, no, things change over time with games, like with graphics and with movement, and it's gonna happen whether you want it or not. Things are gonna change with that. Um, you, you don't have to necessarily play like that, but you can still enjoy video games. I mean, what was my first FPS game? Probably like Duck Hunt on Nintendo. That was probably my first FPS game. So
I
that's
was just
that's
thinking, what
definitely
was
from the
mine?
'80s. That's long overdue for 8-bit graphics. So yeah, if it's not broken, don't fix it. Yeah, exactly. But there's some things you just have to move on with as far as like uh, video games. You have to move on to better quality and how things work. I mean, you can keep the formula. You just have to learn how to make sure the formula works in a way where you're progressing through time. You just can't use the same shit over and over. So at least that's my aspect of how I view video games. Some things I don't like, I go, oh, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna play it, so I'm good. So
Sometimes I feel maybe it's also a little bit of bingo because society is always adapting, and sometimes there are like trends, new trends, whatever coming up,
hmm
which are changing. Like, think about it. You start creating a video game, and a big AAA game normally has like, what does it have? A life cycle of production on 3 years, 4 years, 5 years? I don't know. When
I
do
don't
they start playing Battlefield 6?
I don't know. I mean, they're still playing Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, and you have some servers and or Battlefield Hardline
That's
or
not even what I mean. What I mean is
oh,
you
I'm
start
sorry.
developing a game with a certain mindset and a certain time,
Uh huh.
and then 6 years later, I don't know, we have a war with Russia against Ukraine. The world looks completely different. We had COVID, whatever happened there. And then suddenly the game you made for this specific time and era you're living in, and then you live in a different time and era and you fucked up, you know?
Oh, I see what you mean. Like the
Sometimes it's
times of
not
the
even
games.
about mechanics. Yeah,
Yeah,
sometimes it's also about setting.
yeah. Settings is important. I mean, you don't want to go too far. But it's there's so much to do as far as like you don't have to make it realistic. You could just make it fictional. You can make it a whole alter universe, or there's different the ways of looking at it. Uh, that's a whole nother
Did they
topic
say
of
anything about did they say anything about live service by the way yet?
live
Do we get
servers.
live service? Proper live service? Do we get that back? Like,
They didn't say anything about that. People on Reddit throwing a fit about data mine fake gun names. Oh my god.
What?
So yeah, people want like real gun names and don't realize there has to be a license to use gun names. You have to have a license for that stuff. So, but you know, people don't do their research.
Technical attack.
Yeah, that's just but yeah, what does the Battlefield community want? That's always been a good question because there's going to be different views and aspects. It looks like Mitzi has left the room. Research is hard. It is definitely hard. It is definitely hard. I think she had to step out for a second. In the age of Chat GPT, we have so much info at our fingertips. Oh my god, dude. Don't get Mitzi started on that topic. Damn, that's a nice shot. Grok, is this true? I see that so much on Twitter. I see that so much. Grok, is this true? Grok goes, like, I don't know. Like, this is just what the information we're provided with. Like,
right?
There's a lot of information you could use if you use it properly to figure out what you need and what you want. I did that some months ago with some Battlefield questions. I did ask ChatGPT some questions, and I was like, so what's this? What are they overall saying through Twitter? Or what are they overall saying on YouTube? And it'll say this is the consensus, and this is what some people believe, and that's what other people believe. So it's, you know, you don't want the information to be biased. You want to collect as much information as possible. AI is making people stupider. Yeah, people depend on it. It can be stupider. But I mean, AI is a tool just like anything else. You have to learn how to use it properly. You have to understand what it's used for.
Actually, that's a fantastic question. Who here in chat does not know, and I mean, be honest with yourself, know how to use ChatGPT?
I told y'all.
Okay, that's mean, right? That's mean, right? I say, like, who is the fucking person who doesn't know shit? No, I should have asked the other way around.
I told y'all she was gonna go off on ChatGPT. I told y'all.
So I'm trying to promote your stream here while I'm in your stream, and that's pretty hard for me.
You started to learn to use Gemini. I have no idea how that shit works. Oh Gemini. God. I mean, it's just different ways of using it. I mean, they've added so much shit to ChatGPT in the last 3 or 4 years, from what I've seen, and from what Mitzi has shown me. You actually go Google and check websites. That's a good way of looking at things.
Yeah. Are you saying people who are using ChatGPT are lazy? That sounds a little bit like people who are refusing to use their navigation system in the car and go like, I actually have eyes in my brain and I can use it to read the signs and say there's north and there's south. Is that the same?
Pizza, so yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I get it. Some people are skeptical of using it. I get it. I get that aspect.
Oh, I get this.
I don't totally like using it. Yeah, it's just a tool. It's just, I mean, it's just like the question is can a hammer be a tool or can a hammer be a weapon?
Okay. Does any one of you has a paper map at home still? Sorry, I need to ask. Okay.
A paper map?
Does anyone has like these?
I don't even think I have one in years.
I think I have one, and you know why? because my daughter was in the UK the first time, like a month ago in London.
Oh,
And of
nice.
course, she got a paper map of London and she took it with her. Yeah.
I don't think I use paper maps anymore.
Hey, Bullet.
What's up, Bullet? Um,
Why is nobody saying hello? I feel like a bully in your stream right now. Nobody's saying hello to me. Why is the fucking impolite hour? God damn it, I'm not coming back to your stream anymore, Rick.
yes, the community plays a part, and so that it does. But when the EA are telling you, Dice, you need to do this, so you have to get it done by this, instead of actually trying to produce a game that's going to be hated or mostly criticized with disdain. Yeah, I got your name in the title. It's not like they don't see it. um, let's see. The community plays a
Hey, I
part.
totally agree what you're saying, man, by the way. I'm not sure why you said that, but
Zombie.
hmm? No, he's right.
Yeah, no, zombie's right. Yeah. No, that's been
Angel.
the issue for the last two titles is they were pushing out faster than what they needed to be, and I'm I'm I've been
But
screaming
I
to
feel
them for
like
the.
this is like a every game's problem right now to have, right? Like the last couple of years, every game that came out had the same issue. Like it was like, I mean,
Oh yeah,
of course, Battlefield was
the biggest
really
fuck up
bad,
that EA
but
had was Anthem. That game was done in 3 months. Like nobody was getting that game. And then they tried to
yeah, that's
refix
true.
it, and then they canceled it. You're at the pool and you can't see shit. Well, goddamn, Bullet. Are you having a nice cold beer at the pool?
Pool.
Um,
Yeah,
what was
tell
it?
us from your vacation. Is there a good vacation story, by the way, Rick?
A good vacation story?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I gotta wait for my friend to get on to tell this story, so I have to wait for that one. It was at the car show. I promised I'd wait for him tonight to tell that story because he was part of the story. Um, some shit bad happened at the car show, but
Oh,
um,
need to go more here.
yeah, I have to wait for that one. I mean, I went to go see Post Malone. I mean, I had an awesome time. Had a few beers,
Nice.
had a few
I
edibles.
saw that picture.
Was 700-800 feet up in the air at a stadium that's already a mile up high. Um,
How many people? How many people fit in there?
75,000, but I think it was sold out at like 50 something thousand. So, or did
Okay.
he say 75? I can't remember. I don't know. It was some parts were hazy to me. But yeah, there was a few new artists coming out that they performed, and then Jelly Roll came on out. He did his show for about an hour, hour and a half, and then Post Malone did his show for 2 hours, and it was pretty fucking sweet. It was really good. That's probably one of the best concerts I've been to in my life, with the very few that I have been to. I don't think I've been to a concert at that size. I've probably been to a concert with like 5 or 10,000 people, but with 50 to 70,000 people, that's a
I've never
lot.
been to one either. It's a lot,
Yeah,
yeah. I
yeah.
was thinking about like if I would. I think the only thing I would be afraid is like imagining like getting people got into like a panic mode or something because it's so many.
There were people like my buddy's wife. She passed out in the parking lot. It was hot. Um, she passed out for like a half a second, but you had to get her to the medic station. So she was
She
just
had
dehydrated a little bit. She was
dehydration. Yeah,
dehydration.
dehydrated, huh?
Yeah, then
Damn
we
girl.
took a few shots of tequila in the car. Um, we were already drinking before we got to the stadium because it was like a good
Yeah,
2 or 3
and then
blocks.
on the other hand, I feel like if there are so many people and the energy is really good, then you take this energy with you. You know, it's like
Oh yeah,
it
like
must be an
everybody
amazing
around us was like,
experience.
"Yo, dude, like this is my third or fourth concert. I'm meeting some cool people. Some people drove 2 hours away. We were like an hour away, I think, and
Yeah,
they were like, "Yeah, dude, blah blah blah, yeah, um." because people were like, "You're like in Colorado," because you knew that I wasn't from there and it's high altitude, and they were like, "You're not getting sick," and I'm like, "No, not really. Just my ears popping a lot." Because that's basically what happens with me is I get deaf. Um, we car show went to a nice little brewery, had some beers. That was a nice little place. Tried out some new beers. Most of the time, we were just sleeping and hanging out at the house because I was on vacation. Um, I did wake up to baseball size hail uh, hitting on my friend's house. You know what hail looks like, or do you guys know what hail looks like in Europe? Mitzi?
Hail?
Hail, like big balls of ice.
I think so. Ah, yeah. Hagel.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah, hail.
Yes.
So it happens during the summertime, during bad thunderstorms. So usually, like it's like maybe pebble size hail that falls on the house, and you could hear it at the beginning of the thunderstorm. This was baseball size. It sounded like somebody was throwing rocks at his house. And so at
Mm-hmm.
3 a.m., I'm like, do, 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 do. And I'm like, what's going on? Somebody trying to kill me? It's like, so, and basically what it was the hail. I'm looking at the window. I'm like, holy shit, dude. Like, damn. And you could hear the hounds downstairs. Because they're going crazy because they could hear the noise. And then,
Yeah.
what you call it? So then he doesn't. I guess my friend was knocking on the door and I didn't hear it. And he's like, Ricky, Ricky. I'm like, I didn't hear it because I'm like looking out the window and all I could hear is hail falling on the house. And he walks through the door. He goes, Ricky. I go, oh shit, dude. And I almost jump out of the bed. I was like, give me a fucking heart attack. Like, oh, my bad, homie. It's like 3 a.m. People hopping through the room. It was nuts, man. That's the only time I think I've seen hail that fucking huge. Like, just the size of a baseball. It was fucking crazy, dude. Trying to find
Poor
a picture.
cars.
So what?
There's probably no car left. If you have this size and they drop on cars, right? They look like
Yeah, they'll
shit.
dent the cars and shit. Like, your cars will get fucked up.
Yeah.
Luckily, he had a
Yeah.
garage, so then no cars were damaged.
Exactly.
But yeah, yeah, the concert was awesome. Like I said, the car show, I want to wait for him to get up there because he's the one that bugged me about it. I'm like, wait, what? What do you see? So, the car show was nice. I did a little montage on that. It was a really nice car show. The car show was called Dad Bods and Hot Rods. And
Okay.
had a few drinks out there. It was pretty good. And and he's growing a garden out there. So we're out there doing some gardening. He grows his own cilantro. I know you love you cilantro.
Me with that.
So
you
what?
got me with that.
Yeah, I did.
You got
see?
me with that.
Mm.
I'm looking for some clips as well right now. Do you have a clip? Do you have on your channel any Battlefield
Oh yeah,
4 clips?
I do. Battlefield 4?
Yeah, 3, 4. The old stuff. The good stuff.
I don't have any Battlefield 4, I don't think. Maybe back.
Do you want to see the longest shot, maybe, as a single one? Or the shot compilation?
Let's see. Oh, there we go. Battlefield 4. Yeah, this is mine.
Teabagging. I'm that guy. I wanna play it again.
Yeah, this is some of my stuff when I played back before. This was like 3 or 4 years ago.
That's my building. No, that's mine. No, that's mine.
Oh, you were fucking up. You were doing some shit. We were doing some tests to see how far I could go.
Yeah, and how could you measure that now? We count. We count to 6. Oh yeah. So much chaos. I love it. Oh yeah. And that's so funny. Everyone knows, like, you see just this one tunnel and you know exactly what that tunnel meant in that map, you know? I'm actually curious, you guys in chat, are you Battlefield 4 players? Did you ever
There's lots of Battlefield 4
game,
players
or?
in here. Yeah.
Yeah?
Some are still playing Battlefield 4. He just spawned into the helicopter. Man, I could have did way better editing than this.
I was... come on. I hope they bring back the server browser back, like in Battlefield 4, honestly.
I think it's only going to be for, like, private games. Like, for, Yeah, this was, like, 3 years ago? Yeah. BF4 is bad for your health. Yeah, that was one of my BF4. I think that's the only one I did for BF4. I think that was on PC. I want to say. I really didn't get into it on Xbox.
I hope they can really fix and rebuild that trust. Like, I mean, there will always be people complaining about something, you know, there's not a perfect game in this world to come out, but I think having that feeling like with Battlefield 4 a little bit similar would be great. But maybe the players also shifted. Maybe the community is now different, wants different things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's they've definitely got to earn the trust back and be somewhat more transparent. It's one of my Battlefield 5 videos.
Oh, that's cool.
Every time I play a BF4, I try to have fun and chill some goddamn vehicle horror. No, I hate vehicle dudes. I hate vehicles. To be honest, to get some good feedback from people I know that enjoy the game, they probably won't win me back. I'm intentionally not watching any of the PR I bought in the hype 2042. Yep. But I honestly think,
we on the same page, Joe. We on the same
yeah,
page.
I honestly think they're doing a pretty good job so far. It just depends on they've got, like I said, they've got a good foundation. They know what they're doing. They know what they need to do. It just depends on how they progress and where they go and where they finish. So that's really
That
what
could be
matters.
interesting.
Yeah. It just depends
But
on
I'm totally with you, Joe. I'm also trying not to. I think I didn't watch any leaks really. Maybe not on purpose, something just scroll through.
Yeah, sometimes
Because in
I
the
see
end,
leaks.
it really
Yeah.
doesn't matter. You have to play the game. You have to, when it's out. We all have to go through the same shit and the same experience eventually. And for me, it doesn't break on if I watched that content or not. It's in the end, we all have to play it somehow.
But I mean, it's fuck. Oh,
And I mean, who doesn't want to play a game who looks like that?
Oh god.
Oh God.
Um.
I love Battlefield 5
Oh, dude, I
also.
had so many Battlefield moments in the community. I think that's what the community wants is they want that same connection that they had when they met their friends in their community and they built that community because there was like when I came in Battlefield 1 and I was introduced to certain Battlefield communities, it was there, dude. It was like people were like, "What are you doing this Friday night, bro?" Like, "Oh yeah, I got work to such and such time, but I'll be on at this time." And like, that was a good feeling, that you knew that you were gonna have friends on that night. I knew 2042 was gonna be shit from the get go. That's why I never bought it. I mean, you didn't miss anything. I mean, you could probably get the game for like $2 now. um, what the fuck? Um, the hell was I doing here? I'm
I
just
don't.
looking at my. I'm
What
just
were you
looking at my.
doing, man? What were
I
you
don't
doing?
know. Like, I had a weird like. So I've done video editing, okay, but I didn't ever do video editing with video games. I did video editing for other stuff, like nonprofits, like churches and stuff. Like I knew how to do all of that. Human interaction is easy to kind of edit for me. But with video games, it was like a different genre. So I kind of, when I got into it, I was like, "What's this? How do you do that?" Or uh, what's good or what's not. So that's how I got into video editing a little bit. So uh, gaming was a
How did
different.
it take you to learn the whole video editing stuff for you? What would you say? I mean, you're still learning. Obviously, everyone is still learning. I'm still learning. But to say, like, get the basic stuff.
The basics, like before gaming or after. Like
Both?
this, I'd probably say it took me a few months just to learn the basics of stacking footage and cutting footage, and then I can't remember if I was looking at YouTube videos or not back then. Sometimes I don't like, and now that I probably do mostly like look at certain YouTube videos because I can't find a goddamn button to save my life to edit a certain video because I keep changing shit every 2 years. um,
Unbelievable, right?
yeah, it's
It is.
like
It's,
dude, I
exactly
just I
like
just want
that.
to copy
Everything
and
is
paste.
changing.
I don't want to do all this fancy shit. Like I just want to do exactly how I've done it in the last 3 or 4 years. I think it
Hmm.
took me a few months, and then I really got into it with I want to say I was using a laptop and I was using external drives to get things done. And I really wasn't into like bit rates or anything like that. I just wanted it to look good. Um, I got into like the sharpness of the video or trying to make the video look better because some of the I didn't know it was called a bit rate then, but I could see some of it kind of like fell off a little bit. But yeah,
Yeah.
I learned, but over like the course of 10 years, 11, 12, I still feel like I'm just a fucking beginner. I've seen people do some shit. I was like, yeah, I'm nowhere near fucking that shit. Like, but I can get some, I can do a few clips. I can be like, oh yeah, I can do that for you, but it ain't gonna be no fancy, like, 3-second perfectly timed video of like 25 clips in 3 seconds. Um,
Right?
yeah, so, um, I mean, it took me a while. Just depends. I think I've switched up more software lately between Adobe and what's
God.
the other one? DaVinci and
Da
uh,
Vinci, yeah.
yeah, there's a bunch of shit. I appreciate the alert take. Learn
There's
tracking
so much,
objects,
right?
text on top of video. Yeah, so like Like I could spend hours in a video edit, and I'll just be like, "What if I did this? What if I did that?" And then I start to overthink.
But pizza, that's already a lot. He says I only know how to cut videos and only recently I learned
Oh,
tracking
Pizza does
objects,
good. He
text.
knows what he's doing. He's bullshitting.
Yeah.
I've seen some of his stuff. He's bullshitting. Um,
You're bullshitting us, pizza?
he's
I dare you.
bullshitting.
I dare you.
Yeah. So
Don't bullshit us. Dude, man. That's funny.
yeah, it's a different aspect of when you're doing video editing from one side to the other. Um, what other stuff do I got here? I don't want to play that. The COD
Battlefield memes one.
montages. Oh, dude, they pay
Battlefield
people to.
4 memes one.
Yeah. Say what?
There
Battlefield
was a
4.
Battlefield 4 memes above.
I already played that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think that's the only Battlefield 4 I have.
I sent you a link. You want to put that video on then?
Yeah, send it over to me. I can strip clips together, but transitions and all that process, I don't have the brain power. Dude, transitions can be either really good or really bad, depending on. I think this is Missy teaching me some stuff. It depends on what you want your audience to capture in the first few seconds, or how you want to transition into the next phase. And sometimes I'll use a certain transition, and then I go to the video and I go, nope, that's not good enough. Start all over again. I was gonna delete the whole thing because I didn't like it. That'll be after like 2 hours of video editing. You know, that's a bad feeling.
I mean, you can also make a copy and then start over again.
Did you just send it to me, or?
Yeah, Discord. As a private message between you and I. Shared. You and I.
Okay.
Yeah, now go. I mean, you can go to 1 minute. You can just, I don't know, whatever. It's a little bit. It's really newbie at the beginning. I'm a little bit ashamed.
Yeah, that's another thing with content with Battlefield. It's just been so dry. It's just been so dry. And like I try to find new things to do in Battlefield, but it just feels like it's already been done, or I can't do it because everybody and their mom is fucking sweat lords in a goddamn server and they don't want to have fun. You know, I'm like, can you guys go have a few beers and shut the fuck up? You know, like, like, go do something with your life besides being the best at a video game. You know, that's how I feel. I could be wrong. Sometimes I feel like people are just
exactly.
It's like I want to be in a server and shoot the shit and be like, you know, if like Mitzi was on the other team, like, hey Mitzi, I see what you did there. Fuck you. Come meet me in the middle of the map with a goddamn knife. I want to do some shit like that.
Yeah, like this. Yeah, like this.
You know, I just want to be I don't want to be a sweat lord. I just want to be a meme lord. I just want to have a good time sometimes, you know? Don't get me wrong. I had my moments and like I've gotten somewhat maybe 5% better over the years of wanting to like get multi kills. That's fun sometimes, but really when it comes to content for me, just on my perspective because of my personality, I like to have fun. I don't like to be serious. I'm serious at work all fucking week long. Why do I want to be serious in a goddamn video game? Like, why? Like, I get some people are attracted to that and the seriousness of competition. Like, that's all on you. If you like that, that's fucking cool. But, dude, just like, I just want to chill, you know?
Yeah.
I just want to relax. I want to talk shit to Mitzi and tell her to get her ass out of the fucking game or some shit like that, you know? Or Joe, or, you know, Pete. Like, we try sometimes. We try on different video games to do that, but it's just so sweaty and everybody's trying to cheat and be so good for nothing. It's for nothing.
How many accounts have you had on Battlefield 4? Like user accounts, usernames?
Who, me?
Mm-hmm.
Just one? No.
Really?
No, Rickshade's my second account.
Yeah.
You don't want to know the name of my first account.
All right, so I think I had like 4 or 5 accounts at the end
Jesus.
because I got banned on so many servers, and then when I was mad because I got banned because I shot them out of the sky like this, I was just going back in there with my second account till I got banned again.
You had God. Nah, one of my accounts I got banned on
I mean, you get shit for banned like this, you
because
know?
like they
It's
were
like
like they would drive
it's like,
they would drive helicopters, right? And then they were like no AA, and I was like, well, why the
hey,
fuck you?
wait, do me a favor. Go to click on fear, click on all the videos, and pick the very first videos, and then we ask chat. We ask them. You know what I mean? Click on videos. The very first video.
This one,
Yeah.
Last Days.
I think the second. Yeah, last days. Okay. So chat. Is there something weird in that video? If you look at it, what do you see?
Do y'all see anything weird about the video? Don't worry, it took me a few minutes.
A few minutes?
Okay, I needed a few hints. Calm down. Okay.
I need to go to the kitchen quick.
Pizza got it.
Pizza got it?
Pizza got it. Yep, this is before all the shit that happened. He said recorded on a camcorder. He got it.
Hey, Pizza Man, you're the man. Unbelievable. He saw it. Oh, this is one of my first tries ever to do videos, and I couldn't record on a PlayStation 3. So I recorded basically my TV while I was gaming, and then I was editing the videos in Avid or something, or I don't know what I used back then. But that's so fucking funny.
You can see the camera
If you
shaking
think
and the
about
bottom
it.
left HUD cutting in and out of the frame. Yeah, I noticed
why is
it. I noticed
shaking?
it at the top right until the end, and I was like, "Wait a minute, that's kind of fucking weird."
It's so funny, and it's not even the full screen.
This is PS3 days, huh?
Yeah, this is PS3 days. Blop. Defibrillator. Yeah, this is so bad. But this is, unbelievable. You really saw it. So much fun. So much fun. And that's the same, like you said, the video editing. It's like, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
back then we did know how to do a cut. Oh, God. And that's it.
Yeah, just slowed everything down.
If you compare it to today's edits. Dude, man, he was angry. Well, anyways, we should do that more often, Rick. Just hang and chat. But next time I need to do something while we're doing that. Yeah, next time I need to do something while we're doing that. Like, I don't know, bake a pizza, or we make some food, or we call some people.
Or we call some people like we discussed randomly.
I'm completely in for the random call thing. As long as it's with the camera and full screen. What's going on here, Rick? What's going on here, man?
Looks like you used to be sweaty back in the day.
Yeah. I was, man. Now I'm old. Now I can hardly hit anything, man. But it's really interesting. Do you realize? Did you notice that you get slower a little bit, or do you think like you're still the same in point of
Oh me, I know I'm shit.
reflex?
I know my reflexes are well, after like 3 or 4 hours and I'm ready for bed. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm shit now. Let the young kids stay up tonight.
Did you see
So,
it? What the fuck? What the fuck was that?
yeah, I'll let Pizza and them destroy the lobby, and I'll be in the back of the lobby, be like, I'm good. I'm over here somewhere, just chilling. I'm just getting
That's so
frustrated
funny.
because I'm getting old as shit, and my reflexes ain't what they used to be. Not a really good day, my reflexes would be like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm like, and then after that, I'm just like, I'm done. I get like one good match in Battlefield, and then Battlefield's like, nope, you're good. We're putting you in with the rest of the fucking sweaty ass kids. I just now that I'm on mouse and keyboard, it's definitely been different.
Yeah, of course. All right.
But yeah, we'll do more of these guys. We'll just do some more talking, chilling out, relaxing. I don't know if we'll play some
Exactly.
games. We gotta get Mitzi
Exactly.
a capture card so she could.
I gotta get myself a good old capture card. Then we can play some games for sure.
Yeah. So.
I need to tech up again. I'm tech down. I need to tech up. That's a new
Yeah.
word, man. I just invented a new word.
Tech up.
You will hear that word. Tech up, man. Tech up.
What we used to say when Battlefield 5 came out? No tech.
No tech, right? No tech. Tech up,
Tech.
man. No tech.
But yeah,
Oh god.
yeah, I'll probably be on
All right.
later. I don't know what I'm gonna play later, but I'll be on later, guys.
Yeah, man. Watch this dude here. Watch Rickshade, man. Rickshade in the house. You could watch, man.
But yeah,
All right, I
I'll
gotta
be on
go.
later, guys. I'll check you later. We were just trying out some things, on Meld, and we'll catch you on